Space Cadets here with the Space Guys. First of all, I want to thank the 7 people who have been kind as to call and make their pledge, but we are still you and 17 other people away from where we need to be, so let us hear from you. Also want to say hello to Cole Ryan, Donovan Ryan, and Samuel Ryan, whose dad called up and made a very generous pledge. And before we move on to the questions, I was wondering if Crichton could please model the Red Dwarf t-shirt for us.
Not a problem. There we go.
Absolutely marvelous, dear boy.
Now, could you please give us a Crichtonish description?
Well, this shows the end of Series 6. The people who have seen it will remember that the crew of Red Dwarf were blown to pieces, and this is the dead crew, including a dead Crichton with no eyes there. But now we're back from the dead. Back from the dead. And,
oh, there he goes again.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So back from the dead. And so that's to launch Series 7. Back from the dead.
Yeah, I think I look much better like that. Looks much better.
Very slim there.
Very slim there. Very slim there. Chris has lost a
I'm
lot.
sure you would agree that for a $120 contribution, this is a fine way of saying
Yeah, these are very rare. These are very rare.
They are very rare.
We got one.
I haven't got one.
We haven't got one, so they are very rare. They don't give us anything.
They don't give us anything.
Nothing.
I'll tell you what, if you make a pledge... Well,
Yeah.
okay, questions from our viewers. Remember, if you call and make a pledge on your credit card, it must be a pledge, and it must be on credit card. We'll pass your question along. Gilbert asks, Robert, why does Crichton have an American accent?
Well, he was going to have at one stage. We didn't want to make him like C-3PO from Star Wars, who was going, "Oh yes, Master Luke, sir," and all that stuff. So that's what if I'd have done it in my own voice. And so then he was going to be Scandinavian for it. He was going to be a sort of
like a
Volvo robot with side impact bars. Hello there, Mr. Lister. And then Craig started hitting me when I spoke like that. So I had to stop that. So eventually it became sort of my version of an American accent, which I know is very bad, but it's sort of like mid-Atlantic, sort of...
I thought it was Canadian.
Well, it's sort of vaguely Canadian, but I said that in Canada and I really got in a lot of trouble.
You did. You got a lot of trouble.
So I now like to say it's a sort of vaguely North American-ish, sort of vaguely North American stuff. Yes.
Okay, well, on a vaguely North American answer, why in Season 7, Craig, is there a new Kachansky?
Because she's a very good actress called Chloe Annette, and I think she's done a really good job. C.P. Grogan's a singer. Claire Grogan, she's a singer, and she was never really in the show, you know. I mean, she just appeared a couple of lines in that, because she was a singer, not an actress. Whereas Chloe, you know, it's a very difficult job to come in. I mean, like we're pretty spaced out when we're doing it, you know. We're all, and we've been working together for so long. And
but it seems to me there's a lot of situations in Red Dwarf where the character is replaced by another actor. It happened to Holly, it happened to Crichton.
Yeah, well, I mean, that happens, but like, as soon as the principal cast of me, Rimmer, and the cat have all stayed the same, and Crichton, it was only one episode, you know, and we're so glad that in the end we got Robert Llewellyn. He's very difficult to get hold of, you know.
Oh, by the way, we just saw Without All the Crichton.
I know, I get embarrassed watching that one. Yeah. I had a lot of hair then as well.
I thought you were quite good.
Long time ago we shot that.
Oh, it was brilliant. I mean, it was the tragedy of that, you know, it was so tragic and funny at the same time, you know.
By the way, that was from Carrie in Concord, who also wants to know, why didn't the other cast members come to San Jose?
Because they didn't come. They weren't, maybe they weren't invited.
They will. I mean, we've been begging. I mean, Danny's been to America before, but Chris hasn't, and we've been begging him to come to go to conventions and stuff, do stuff like this, you know. And we will really put the pressure on him.
Yeah, because Chris will enjoy it. It's just a case of him. He's not that up on the flying, you know.
He's not that keen on flying.
He's not that keen on flying, you know.
You know, we might put him on a boat.
Put him on a boat.
Oh, we'll invite them over, and it'd be great if we can get you all over.
Yeah,
at the same time.
Yeah, we'd have a laugh. We'd have a laugh.
Yeah, we would too. Okay, thanks for your questions, and remember, if you call and make a pledge on credit card, we'll do our best to pass that question along to you. Right now, though, okay, this camera? All right. Yeah. Right now, though, we're going to check back with Tom.
I can't believe that.